Yo guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we'll be talking about three disturbances out in the Atlantic yet again. And one of them is actually a high percent chance of formation, which I think it might be Invest 97L there, then Invest 98L, and this disturbance here hasn't got designated yet, but it might do. This one, it might become 99L. So if this one forms, it's become Ida, Julian, and Kate. But because this one's been downgraded, I don't think this one here will form. Because of wind shear. And I'll show you the wind shear map in a in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, I'll talk to you more briefly about them systems in a minute. And here you got tropical depression Marty, which has been weakening today. And you got another system here, which is about basically a 90% chance of formation now. Next advisory, this will become a tropical depression. So this is meant to I think this is meant to travel up north unless it's meant to do this and curve towards the southwest. To originally Felicia, or Felicia, whatever you want to call it, actually formed over here and actually went west. They went north and then west and then west southwest. Bit of a weird track, I know, but yeah. Anyway, this is the 2-day graphical tropical outlook, and as you can see here, this system actually looks quite good than Marty, because Marty is being sheared, as you can see. Still a tropical depression. It is moving west-southwest though. It is moving west to start off with, like that, and then it will move southwest after. So there's nothing really to talk about with Marty at the minute, because Marty's got wind shear on it, plus it's got dry air going around its central circulation, which is looking not that good for the storm, to be honest. And the storm is at 20.2 degrees north and 18.5 degrees west, I think. Wait, I'll just have a look. Yeah. I think it might be that. Yeah, it is. So, by the next advisory, it will be, I think it will be post-tropical by the next advisory when that comes out. Marty, 20.6 degrees north and 118.1 degrees west. That's it. So 20.6 degrees north and 118.1 degrees west, and plus it has wind shear coming out of the southwest. So when that wind shear comes out like this, you know, it can really tear systems apart, and systems like to be in a favourable environment for their central circulation to close off like that, and for them to become a designated low. But when their centre is half covered like that, and the rest is exposed here, and this bit's not, if you know what I mean, then, you know, they won't really have a nice time breathing. This system kind of looks really good right now. Yesterday it didn't even look that good. As you can see, wait, let me make my pen a bit smaller. Right, there we are. As you can see, there's the cyclone. As you can see, there is a bit of wind shear on this. You know, see, coming from the Mexican coast, just doing that. As you can see, these bits are actually looking kind of good. It looks like a sustainable tropical cyclone with that closed LLC, which is what a cyclone / hurricane or typhoon needs to be. I think it has got a bit of wind shear on it. I'm not quite sure. It is coming out of this side right now. I'll show you where it's coming out from. So it is coming out here a bit. It's blowing these cloud tops off a bit, unless it's coming out from over here, which it won't be. Anyway, recent satellite diver surface winds indicate that the low pressure system, located 200 miles offshore of the southeast coast of Mexico, has become a little better defined since yesterday. Showers and thunderstorm activity is also beginning to expect to form during the next day or so. The system is forecasted to move westward to west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour this week, remaining offshore of the coast of southern Mexico, and they're giving it a 90% chance in the next 2 days. Yeah. And they're giving it a 90% chance in the next 5 days. So, this system is kind of looking okay. It's not the best looking system that it was out here, but it is better than the Atlantic ones that have been designated. But if I show you the track right here, is that storm in the Atlantic right now. As you can see, it moves towards the west and then the southwest afterwards, and then moves towards the north. And as you can see, there's a system here, 1,004 millibar system. Basically, that just moves into the East Pac, and becomes actually two systems here. Becomes eventually two systems here, as you can see. And then actually this one here actually goes into the Atlantic. So we're actually having an Eastern Pacific crossover. Becomes a 1,006 millibar storm. Actually, I think it keeps the name of the Eastern Pacifics, unless they decided to change it. But yeah, becoming a 994 millibar storm near, I think it's just on the border of Mexico and Texas. So do expect some tropical storm warnings here. This is by the 30th. So it's the 24th today, so that's next week. And as you can see, the 989 hurricane here, actually not really doing that much, to be honest. Because there is, I think this is an upper level low. I don't really know. The waters here are cooler than average here. Same with all of this bit here. Like the water here, obviously it's going to be cold by England, but the waters here are cooler than average. So nothing will be able to form in this particular area. And where the storm is going into is cooler sea surface temperatures as well up here. So it's got that window of opportunity to freeform out here before it actually moves into cooler sea surface temperatures and just gets sheared by wind shear here. Because actually, we do have a high pressure system over us in England on the 30th, which is actually making we are actually gonna have a heat wave in September. Yeah, September, and we're gonna have a heat wave. I don't know how long, probably a 2-week one or something. Because obviously the high pressure system when it was here, there is a high pressure system over us, England, but that's near the north, and you got that low, you got that high pressure system is pushing the cooler air down. So obviously you got this high pressure here, that's the Bermuda high, and then you got the Azores high, and you got the England high, which is pushing that that Arctic air towards England. But as you can see in time, that this actually retracts back to the Azores, and this high pressure system actually comes near Bermuda, and this one goes near the Azores. Watch this now. This one fully dissipates, or I think it quickly moves up north here, so near Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, or Finland, whatever you want to call it. This one's still in between of the Azores and thingy. So it could be like that. You don't really know. It just depends if we have a weak. Yeah. So basically, we have the weakness in the ridge, which is allowing these storms to curve up. Earlier on, when we had Grace and all those other storms, except for Anna, because Anna moved out towards the sea. But when we had like Claudette, Bill, actually, I think Bill did make its wind field graze a bit on the coast. I'm not quite sure, but it did come about 200 miles towards the coast, because you had Claudette, then Bill, then Danny, then Elsa, then Fred, and then Grace. So, and obviously we're going to have this storm, which is actually going to do this. So it is moving into cooler sea surface temperatures here. It's just the south of the Cabo Verde Islands is warm here, but then it gets cool here up to about here. So all of this bit here is warm, cool actually. This bit here is warm. So I'll mark up the areas that is warm. I know it kind of looks weird, but yeah, that's the areas that it looks warm. It actually looks like an upside down tap or something. Not gonna lie. So, I'll come on showing you forecast models. Don't want that. What the hell is this? Don't want this. I want tropical divots. That's it. It actually does make landfall as 994 between the Texas and Louisiana border. No, not Texas and Louisiana. Mexico and Louisiana border. I mean, Mexico and Texas border. That's it. So when it makes landfall, do experience some tropical storm force winds. And then obviously it is gonna weaken over land like every single storm does. But then you got another system which is reforming out here. Another one here. So we got long train of systems actually coming into the Atlantic, and this one actually moves north because it sees a weakness in the ridge, and I think it manages to curve up north. If you watch, it manages to affect Cuba, because here's Cuba. It's a 1,001 millibar storm. I think it might be right. I will show you where that storm is going to track. So it was on the 1st. No, not the 4th. So the 3rd of September. It's here right now. It should track towards the north like that and make landfall near maybe Louisiana or Texas or Florida. We don't really know to start off with, because it's uncertainty how strong the ridge is going to be for this system. If it's back over here, then yes, it's going to be a strong ridge or medium ridge, at least that. But if it's like back over here, like towards England and all that, so like this. So if it's back here, wait, let me draw it. No, not like that. You know what I mean, like that. That means it's a weakness in the ridge, so any storm that tracks like that will just move out towards the sea. Or even if you have that ridge here, any storms that come out of Africa will just do that. So, anyway, as you can see, 1001 by the 3rd of September, actually moving in towards the Caribbean, and actually really strengthening to a 953 millibar storm, making landfall on Tampico.
You got my charger. Did you bring it up?
So there that goes. Yeah, it's meant to be. I don't know if it's going to be making landfall in Tampico, because it's Veracruz is here. Yeah, so it's. I think it's Tampico. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, as you can see, we've got a tropical wave there, and actually a hurricane in the East Pac. So obviously that dissipates over the mountains. But then you see two areas of vorticity, maybe even three. As the Atlantic starts to fire back up again. As you guys can see. Right. I'll show you on the North Atlantic side. Like, sorry, I have to keep going it back up. But as you can see, we've got three areas to watch. This one actually becomes a brief tropical storm. This one, I think it's still a depression. Actually, it becomes a tropical storm. Don't know if it's going to do that, or it could even just turn into Florida and do that. Like most of the storms were forming in this area in 2015, because the sea surface temperatures were warmer here, so forming about here, where my line is right now. That's where all the storms were forming, because they can't just go like this and be a long tracking system, because the wind shear was coming out like to the north like that into the MDR. So they only have this area and maybe the Gulf to really system. So anyway, that's the system. Right, looking at Invest 98L. Yes, it's got wind shear on it. It's not looking as great as it did today. And the LLC, you can see a spin at the low level center circulation and the mid. No, it doesn't have an LLC yet, but you can see the MLC, which is mid level circulation. You can see that. I'll mark it if I can. Stupid advert stops coming on. So all of its thunderstorms are like this towards the center. Wait, no, I did that wrong. Right. Here are the cloud tops. This is the center here. You see that spin? That's because wind shear is taking a toll on this system right now. It's pushing the water, the cloud tops on one side here, which it may be producing strong areas of vorticity here. If that mid LOC can get itself into that convection and get itself organized and get that convection wrapping around, like what we did see with Grace and Fred. If that center can go here and just needs this area to consolidate, we could see either a tropical depression or a tropical storm tomorrow if it does that. But it's not going to do that because, one, the LLC is well displaced. It's here. You can see the spin. Wait, you should be able to see the spin here. So it breaks away from that convection as the wind shear starts to get stronger and stronger. The wind shear is coming out every direction, which is really taking a toll on this system right now. So yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Oh, I forgot to show you, right, they're giving it a 10% chance on this system, 20 and a 20. So they're giving this one a 20% chance of... Oh, I thought the thingy was here. No, it's not. It's up here. Oh, silly me. Because I thought the center was here, but it's not. It's up. It's here. I don't know why I thought it was down here for. Because if it was down here, it wouldn't be taking that northerly track, would it? Because it's meant to be doing this. So it's meant to be doing this and then take that northerly track a bit later. It's looking good. It's just got a bit of wind shear going out. Not a lot, but just a bit. Maybe at least 20 to 30 knots. Actually, yeah, that is quite a lot of wind shear. The stomach number 1 is actually looking really good right now. The LLC is in trend with all that convection. As you can see all the outer bands right here. You can see a couple of rain bits coming off. It is delivering some rain, squally weather to some parts of South America, like Australia, Brazil. It should form as it gets over here. It could form anywhere in this area here. So it will be tracking anywhere in this area. Don't say, oh, this is not going to be a major hurricane. It could be. I'm not saying it will, but the Gulf waters are warm at this time of year to support a category 5 or 3 or whatever. But yeah, anyway, a broad low pressure is expected to form to form over the southwest Caribbean Sea in a couple of days, and a tropical wave currently located over the central Caribbean Sea. Environmental conditions are forecast to be conducive for development of the low. If it remains over water, and a tropical depression could form late this week or this weekend while the system moves northwards over Mexico and into the southwestern Gulf of Mexico by Sunday. They're giving it 10%. They're giving it a whopping 10% chance in the next 10 days, and actually a whopping 60% chance with this storm. I think they've actually upped it a bit. Yeah, they've upped it to 70% chance. Even though the storm's got wind shear. Actually, I don't think it is dealing with wind shear. It's dealing with that Saharan air layer, which that Saharan air layer is all around here, which is in training in with the system, which is indicating that all these cloud tops here are displaced, and when a cloud top is displaced near the center, it disrupts the storm, and sometimes it can't consolidate itself, so that's why sometimes it dies. But looking in the future that this forms, and the GFS actually takes this as early on in the run actually took it to a major hurricane, yeah. But I don't think this will be a major hurricane out towards sea, to be honest. So, yeah, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. And see you all in the next video. Peace, and have a great day.